Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you my Alien Queen Ultra set, which is by Lanard Toys and I bought from Walmart.com for a whopping $15.66 on rollback. Today when I checked, February 13th, 2023, it was actually even cheaper, under $13. I have no idea how many sets they have left in stock, and it's also possible if you order one, if they don't have any in stock, they may just cancel your order. That has happened to me in the past. So let's take a closer look at this. It has a little try me area where you could touch the Queen Alien's head and hear it make its sounds. The packaging also lets us know that it's for ages 7 and up. The bottom shows us how to assemble the Queen's tail and also how to untie her feet, as well as that it runs on 3 AG13 or LR44 button cell batteries. Also gives us some helpful hints not to immerse it in water. Side art looks nice. I especially like this side art. And on the back, you get a description. Prepare yourself. The universe trembles, calling all colonial marines. Get ready to gear up and take on the most fearsome creatures to inhabit planet LV-426 and beyond in an epic space battle. The dreaded xenomorphs have multiplied in vast numbers, threatening the lives that inhabit space colonists reaching to the far ends of the universe. Gather your crew and take on, fight, and eradicate the ever-growing numbers of these terrifying aliens. Of course, what's funny is this box only contains one soldier, which I don't think is going to cut it since it's not Ripley. I also like this get to know your xenomorph section, showing you everything from the egg to the face hugger to the chest buster, the runner, the queen, and the soldier. You can also see that all the figures are posable, including the 12-inch queen, which has 20 points of articulation. By the way, it's interesting, if you go onto Walmart right now to try to order just a queen, it's $15. So it's actually cheaper right now to order this whole set than just a queen by herself. So as you expect, there's a lot of ties and tape and stuff you have to go through if you're going to take the critters out of the box. It wasn't too difficult, but it did take a little bit of time, and some areas were trickier than others. So here's the queen, say cheese. And what's interesting, to get the jaw to come out, you actually have to open her mouth manually. If you do that, the inner jaw will come out. If you don't, it will not come out. It will make a sound either way. And you can see some of the points of articulation on the Alien Queen. And I got some cardboard, it looks like, stuck to the bottom of her feet that I'll have to clean off later. Assembling the tail, basically you just shove it in. The tail has 2 different sections to it that you can adjust. And here's the egg and the face hugger that come with it. Face hugger could fit inside the egg, of course. And inside we have an orangish runner and a green soldier, which we'll take a closer look at in a second. And here's our little space dude, which we'll also take a closer look at in just a moment. All right, so I have some of the figures here set up to give you an idea of the scale. So I have like one of these old WWF figures to give you an idea of what the alien sizes are. Here's a 7-inch Predator I reviewed in the past. So these aliens, they're not as big as a Predator. They made aliens that size. So these are kind of miniaturized versions. There's the Marine, the little astronaut guy. He's kind of G.I. Joe size. And there is the egg. So let's talk about the Queen. She is big. I can't fit her in this setup, so I'm going to have to try to show you some of the things. So her head does rotate a full 360 degrees. You have to open the mouth to get the jaw to come out. And I'll also do it with the lights off so you can see where the light is. And it actually, the crown of her head, it lights up as well. You can see that. The arm, you can extend it like outward a little bit. You can rotate like this. You can rotate this way, but you cannot turn the hands. The inner hands have a little bit of movement too. But again, right where the wrists are, you can't turn the wrist. The feet can rotate a full 360. And you can bend them to help pose, which is good because she's big, she's heavy, and it's not always easy to pose. And I'm knocking figures down the background. And you can move the legs like this, but you cannot, there's no joint on the knee. And then let me see if I can twist her around and show you the tail, 2 sections that it rotates in. So the back section and then the other section as well. All right, say cheese. Look at that smile. Now, what's interesting, both the aliens inside, you can see their inner jaw, but it doesn't come out. You can't extend it. And their heads are different. So this one has more of a spiky surface, and this runner is a smoother head. So I do like that there's some attention to details. The arms, similar to the queen. You can move them up and down like this, but you can actually turn the hand. You cannot, there is no joint at the elbow though. The tail can get in the way. It's one single piece, and it can be kind of difficult to work around. You can see where you can swivel it at the torso. The knees do bend, as do the feet a little bit, and you can move the feet around, which is good. These guys are actually hard to stand and pose. Sometimes you have to get it just right for it to stand and stay. So the runner, here's the runner, has some joints at the elbow and a single tail too. The knees though don't bend. It is made to be basically on all fours. It is made not to stand up. It's not going to stand up, right? And then here we have our little space dude. The helmet does not come off. I do like the attention. There's a little bit of light there. What's interesting on him, a couple things. So you can bend right here. You cannot turn the hand, but you can turn the whole arm, the forearm. What's interesting is this arm almost looks like there's something wrong, because you can see this part right here, it looks like goes where the elbow is, but here it's not at the elbow. You can actually, I don't know if that's an error from the factory or something's wrong with mine. And right here, he has some pegs. So he was released in a previous deluxe set, and I think he had some weapons and stuff. Maybe those worked with it. You can bend the knees as well with that. And then finally, here is the egg with the little face hugger. The face hugger feels, if you remember those spider rings you would get at Halloween time, that's the kind of cheap plastic feel he has. And there's the egg, and there's a little hole in the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. So I guess to keep it dry. So I think I like the detail on the egg. I do think the egg looks nice. You could use it like a little holder of other items, I guess, as well. It doesn't go all the way in because of the tail. I mean, it would be cool if, well, I guess it kind of does. I can make him do like that. Just don't know if he's going to catch one of his fingers on it. So overall, for the price I paid for the 1566, I'm happy. I think originally the website said it was $23. I think that was a pretty good deal as well, and definitely a great deal right now if they still have them at stock under $13. So that is the Alien, was it Queen Ultra set or something like that. I think it's kind of neat. I like it. I think it's cool, especially for all that you get. Let me know your comments your comments in the comments below. That's kind of redundant, and I will see you next time on the next Nose for a Gamer video. Say goodbye. Wave bye-bye. Bye-bye. See ya.